Blessings, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and joining me on this new adventure and this YouTube channel that I am creating. This video is so long overdue, I almost don't even know where to start or what to tell you, but I figured it was probably time just to tell you who I am and what I do. So I appreciate all the newcomers, and I appreciate all the people that have been in my life for many years, just tuning in and watching and keeping track of what's going on in my life and my journey at the moment. And hopefully you will get something out of it, and hopefully we'll walk this journey together, and it will be awesome. So my name is Zada Renee. I am a nomadic modern day healer. I walk in my truth so that you can walk in your truth. And what I do is I travel around, currently within the States, and who knows what will come. And I help people facilitate healing. And so whether I sit and hold space for a group or sit and hold space for an individual, I allow you your process to heal on whatever level that looks like. And so my little disclaimer real quick is, it's June 2018, and this is who I am in this moment, in this time, in this space. And so if you're watching it later on, just keep following me. Who knows who I'll end up being, but I feel like I'm constantly evolving and changing. So all I can tell you is who I am in this moment. So I started at 17. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to school to work with children with special needs, but I didn't know exactly what that looked like. And so I had a friend that was like, hey, you're really good at massaging, you should try going to massage school. And being the kind of gullible person that I am, I was like, okay, why not? So I thought that would be a great way to work and kind of pay my way through college, but I never knew it would turn out to be so much more. And thankfully, Spirit did, and Spirit had its own way of leading me onto my path that I had no idea even existed, or that this is where I would be today. So at 17, freshly out of high school, I went to school for massage. I did it for a little bit, went to college for a little bit. At the time, it wasn't really for me, and so I just worked, I got married. I got married when I was 20 to a great guy, and we were married for, I guess, almost 9 years. It just no longer served us. It served us for what we needed in the moment. And I still wish him all the best in his world, which I hope he wishes me all the best in my world. We just, we wanted two different things in life. So during that time, I went and started massaging full-time. I went from part-time to full-time. And that's kind of how I got back into this world that I live in now of complementary and natural healing, and just helping others on their journey of healing. So from massage, I grew up very Southern Baptist, and so nothing against any of that, but that's how I grew up. And so that kind of led me on this path of thinking a lot of things weren't really doable for me and my faith at the time. And so I kind of started to steer clear of a lot of things, which is funny because now I incorporate so many of those things. So from massage, I ended up having to have continuing education classes, and I learned about the chakras and the essential oils, and went on to get internationally certified in reflexology, to nutrition school, and it's just grown and grown and grown. And so that's how I've gotten kind of my base and background of how I got started. At one point, I was working on my PhD in natural medicine. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to continue that route or not, so I've been taking a break from that at the moment. But so I've had a wellness center since I was 17 when I first started, and that's grown. I started out with just me in a room, and then I had independent contractors and employees, and then I decided to go back down to me, and then I went back and grew again and had people that rented from me. And I thought when I closed it down 3 months ago that I was going to go build a retreat center, and Spirit had its own Spirit has a funny way of working, because Spirit will work in a way that you need to hear things. And so really that was getting me to move and flow, and getting me to move into the process of where I needed to be, and that's traveling. And so in the last few years, several people started calling me a shaman or telling me that I was on the shamanic path. And at first I didn't really understand what that meant, and I still don't fully understand what that means, but that's okay. And so I denied it at first, and I was like, no, I think naturopath, a doctor is where I need to go, more medical but holistic, And so people just kept bringing this word up, and I didn't know what it meant, and I was like, no, I was in denial. And so finally some people came into my life and started showing me the shamanic way and helping me understand what it meant to be a natural healer, and to really help people and to put them in that space, and how to hold space for others to heal. And it's funny because I'd actually been doing it all along. I just didn't know. I didn't know there was a name for it per se. And so I'm a natural healer. And so what I do is whatever that looks like to you and however you need to get into that space to heal is what I create for you. So I work with individuals and groups and do shamanic journeys. I also do chakra balancing and massage therapy and energy work, angelic Reiki, and I can teach classes and things like that. So that's really the premise of who I am and kind of how I got started on my journey to here. So when I closed down my business and hit the road, it's been quite the experience. And so a lot of what this channel will be is about the people that I meet along the way, my process of healing myself, because we're constantly healing ourselves and our karmic debt with our ancestry, and as we move forward, physical things, because we're also living in a physical human world. And so, all of those things bring up emotion and physical, I guess symptoms would be the right word. I don't want to call them an illness. But we all deal with these things. And so that's a lot of what I'll talk about. And then I'll talk about my journey on the road and how I live the nomadic minimalist life. And so right now I'm living out of a Ford Escape 2012 SUV. And I travel and heal out of that, and I live out of it full time. I'm also vegetarian. I eat mostly a plant-based diet. Occasionally, most of the time it is a vegan diet. I don't really like those terms because I also like freedom and to enjoy life. And so I like to be able to go with friends and family and stay at people's houses and not have to be like completely overly picky. But that's just me. And so what I do is I walk in my truth so that you can walk in your truth. And so one of the biggest things I do is I just encourage you to be you and to be true to who you are and what makes you feel good and what is right for you. And so like I said, a lot of things about who I am may change. They may change in the next 5 minutes when I go down the street and I see something else, and then my thoughts and my beliefs change. And so I just wanted to say hi, and I wanted to say thank you for following me. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you being here. I'm so blessed and honored to have you in my life, and I look forward to our future together and walking this path and this journey with you. Many, many blessings. Have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are, in whatever time and space that you see this video.